What's up, guys? I'm about to share with you the 3 main keys to automating your business and your life. The first key to automating your business and life is to begin to trust yourself. I'm about to delve in a little deeper and share what I mean by that, and then I'll share steps 2 and 3. To trust yourself, I mean to know that you are the killer closer you are, and you're getting better every day. For example, if you are in the real estate investing business, as I am and many of you are, the beginning of trusting yourself and doing closing calls, realizing that you follow the scripts you've gotten from in your database, and you begin closing these deals consistently. As you get good at closing the deals consistently, you realize that you're really good at it. Now, if you're in the earlier stages of that and you still struggle on the phone some, again, that's more of needing to trust yourself. Realizing that if you get an objection that you're not quite sure how to answer, you'll figure it out. In fact, of course, that's one of the important things of having a mentor, is being able to come back and say, that's a great question. Let me find out and get right back to you. Then, of course, when you begin to trust yourself, know that you are a killer closer and you're getting better every day, and you become confident, a confident closer, you begin to see the way that your close rate happens change. Now, why does trust yourself involve in closing calls so much, involve also in running your business? Well, to trust yourself means you trust that you're gonna pick the right people. It means you're trusting you're gonna pick the right systems. It means you're trusting that the things that you're doing are working well enough that you can hand that off to someone else and it will continue to work in a similar way. In other words, if I talk to a seller and I say this line of words to the seller and this line of objections, what's to cause me to think that I couldn't have someone else to say the same line of objections and words to a seller and experience a similar result? So trusting yourself. When you trust yourself, you know that you are putting the systems in place that work. And when you hand those off to other people, when your business begins to grow past you, which is the only way we can really automate our life and our business, when you get a virtual assistant that begins to take a lot of the emails off of your plate and a lot of the work that we commonly spend time doing as entrepreneurs that we frankly shouldn't be, it sucks up our time and life. We trust ourselves and know that when we begin to hand off these things that we are going to follow up, we know that the system does work, we know that we are surrounding ourselves by the right people, and that it will work out in the end. And of course, when we face challenges, what do? We quickly make a change the team, change the system, change the process, whatever's not working. Number 2 for automating your life and business is to trust others. Now, why is that so important? Well, when you begin surrounding yourself by a team, by virtual assistants, by the help that you need, by the processes that you begin to find, by perhaps even the staffing agency that you find that finds you the virtual assistants, or you go on Upwork and you post a job description for a virtual assistant. In fact, my partner posted a job description for us on one of our businesses last week, and in that Upwork job posting for virtual assistant help, we received 743 applications in just several hours' time. Yes, 743 people raised their hand and said they wanted to do this job for us. Now, the next step is, of course, we have a process and have them to fill out a personality test, gorilla test. That's a writer-downer for you. We have those applicants fill out a test. Now, out of 740 something applicants, how many do you think did that? Yes, less than half. So now we just narrowed our pool of 700 and something people down to 300 and something people. And so as we make that shift, as we cut that down, now we begin the interviewing process. And so we trust others. We trust ourselves and that we know what we're doing, we're interviewing properly, and we trust that others are going to do their job well. Does that mean we don't follow up? Of course not. We follow up with our team. We follow up with our help. We follow up with our system and make sure that what we have put into place works. Make sure that it's working like it's supposed to, because sometimes, in spite of how long we've been doing this, still pick the wrong person. Doesn't mean we're bad pickers. It just means that we picked the wrong person and that we're gonna shift quickly. Hire fast, fire faster. We find someone who is a fit for the job. Doesn't mean they're bad or we're bad. It just means that we wasn't a fit for working together in that capacity or that job. So move along quickly to the next. So trust yourself, trust others. Number 3, in order to automate your business and your life, is to operate in abundance. I mentioned trusting yourself, trusting others, which is absolutely important. To operate in abundance simply means you do not have what I call a broke or a lack mentality. means that we believe there is more than enough for everybody. It means that you can be a millionaire and I can be a millionaire and there's still enough for everybody else to go around. You know, I remember the first time when I started buying houses back in 2014. I was 21 years old and I flipped a house, a wholesale deal. And I remember by about the third or fourth deal I had gotten, and I had bought this house. I remember it was on Covert Avenue in Evansville, Indiana, and I bought it subject to. And I bought this house with no money out of pocket and except paying the closing, a few $100, and starting to make the monthly payments. And the thought crossed my mind, I've only done a handful of deals at this point, and in my mind I go, oh my goodness, I wonder how many there are out there. Have I tapped the market? Have I hit the cap? And here I am, all these years later and over 500 deals later, realizing that frankly I could do 10 deals a month and you could do 10 deals a month, probably in my same city, and we would rarely even cross paths. Why do I say that? Because when we live in abundance, we realize that we are good at what we do. You trust yourself, you trust others. You realize that there's more than enough to go around. There's more than enough deals, whether that be houses, whether that be work, whether that be opportunities. There is more than enough money on this planet. And so when you begin to view things through the lens of abundance, you make smarter decisions because you're no longer going, what if I can't? You're going, how do I? You know, millionaires don't ask, can I afford this? We ask, how can I afford this? What do I need to do to buy this house? You know, when I talk to people about automating their life and business and to really begin to take control of your life and change your relationship with money and operate in abundance, I always think back, it was 2015 and I'd met a lady named Laurel Langmeyer. Some of you may know her. And I remember attending her event. Something she said always stuck out to me. She said, I wanted a new house and the payment was going to be $7,000 a month. And so she said, what did I do when I wanted to buy my new house? I went and bought a laundromat that netted over $8,000 a month. And now the laundromat pays my new house mortgage and has money left over every month. And at the end of the mortgage being paid off, not only do I have a laundromat making me $8,000 a month, I have a free and clear house worth however much money. Not to mention depreciation and appreciation and all the benefits that come along with it. And it got my wheels to turning to go, oh my goodness, my relationship with money started to change. And I realized that a team is frankly not an expense, because if you have the right team and you are giving them the right tools and training, the team is actually an asset to you and to themselves and to their life. I help my team grow. They make money in ways that they would have never otherwise dreamed possible. I have massive opportunity coming at them and knowledge and all of this opportunity. And in the same way, they help me grow and give me the ability and time freedom to be able to do the things that I want, to be able to, frankly, be recording this video to show you guys how I automate my life and business and how you can too. So step 1, trust yourself. Step 2, trust others. Step 3, make sure that you're operating in abundance, surrounding yourself by abundant people. Because quite frankly, if you're sitting at the table with a bunch of people whose attitudes are horrible and they believe everything is bad in the world and they don't like their jobs and they live in a way that isn't the life that you dream of, that's probably where you'll stay. But if you're sitting at the table, we pay as millionaires for access. I spend tens of thousands of dollars furthering my education every single year through masterminds and other various ways. Why? Because I want to be at the table by people, around people who inspire me to get to the next level always. Automate your life, automate your business, and watch your world begin to change. Time freedom and financial freedom. We don't need to pick one, we can get both. I'll see you on the next video. Hit that like and subscribe button.